What's up, everybody? It's TJ here from Token Tad. So I just wanted to redo the video on how to properly assemble your tattoo machine. I tried recording it within like one take before I was doing a session, and it kind of cut off in the middle of it. So I just wanted to redo this and show you everything you need to have to get this done. Alright, so first, you see my hands, they're bare. You want to clean your hands, some Germ-X, rub it around, let it dry off, all that stuff. You also want to wash your hands prior, and make sure you have your cling wrap and stuff set up on your glass table. Next, you're going to want some gloves. These aren't what I'm tattooing in, it's just for showing you how to assemble a gun. I usually use nitrile examining gloves. I don't really like the black ones. I mean, they're used so that people don't see their blood and like freak out, but you know, you gotta order them offline and stuff. You can't really find them at your Walmart or whatever. Those are $10 for 100 pairs of gloves, and it's one size fits all. They're real tight, nice fitting, so I like using them. But put your gloves on, and now the items you will need: about 3 rubber bands. You'll need an Allen set to tighten your grip up. You'll need your machine. This machine I built, it was just in a box from a previously ordered one. Love it. Clipper frame. Built this from nothing. Then you're gonna want your disposable tube, your needle, and your grip. And don't forget your rubber bands. So, I'm going to open your disposable tube right here. I got a 9 mag tip because this is the machine I use for color packing. So you're going to want to slide that on, get it lined up where you want it. Then you got those 2 Allen screws right there. You want to tighten up. Not too tight because you'll crack the plastic, and what's the point then? So, you got it tight where it won't move with some motion. You open up your needle. You give it a little bend, a little So, you got a little bend in it. Also, forgot to mention, you're gonna want a grommet. I usually go ahead and have it on the machine beforehand, but right now I have to go ahead and put my grommet on. Then what I'll do is you take your needle, let gravity do most of the work, just slide it in. Just like I said, gravity does the best job. And then you're going to want to loosen up your vise right there, your wing nut. So mine's pretty loose. Go ahead and slide this on. Now, here's how I do it. I grab it, push the arm bar down, slide the eye loop right over it, and give it a little push down, and it should snap right on like so. Now, what you want to do is hold your armature bar down and see how much needle you have hanging out the tip, and right about there looks good for me. So I'm gonna let up and I'm gonna tighten my vise. Okay, so your machine should look like so. Alright, now to the rubber bands. The last part, well, not exactly the last part, because you want to bag your machine and hook it up and all that, but I'm just showing you how to assemble it because it's the first thing I wanted to learn how to do so I could get to learning and practicing, right? Also, these come very handy when you're tattooing a headlight, so you don't get no shadowy areas or no, distorted light. You can see exactly what you're doing, where you're doing it, and it's on your head, it's not in the way. So you want to take your rubber band and throw it on there for your tension. That's why you put that little bend in on the needle bar. So You don't want too much tension or you'll have friction when your needle's going up and down on the tube. Let me see if I could show you how far I got this out. It's about a nickel. But, damn. Actually, it went up a little bit. So, it needs to come out a little more. So I'm loosening it. And I'm sliding it up a little more to the preference I like. I don't like the rod tube, but I also don't like it to where it can go too deep to cause that much trauma. So, I would run it about like that. So, you see it? It's out about a nickel right there from the tip. I say that that's good. That's the way I like to use it. Also, I usually use 2 rubber bands. Any more than that's really, it is too much. Just always make sure you're in the middle right there and you don't have any friction. Now, the last part to assembling your machine. Yes, it looks like it's nice and ready to run, but bag your fucking freaking machines. Sorry for the profane language. What I do is I take scissors and I cut a corner off. Just like so. Then what I do, make sure you have a rubber band or 2 extra ready. Open the bag like so. Throw your tip through that hole you just cut. Then you want to pull the bag over it like that. Take a rubber band. And what you want to do, make sure you get all that crinkled extra bag out the way. You don't want it to interfere with your clip cord. And also this rubber band, you don't want it on your rear deck like that so it interferes with the spring on the A-bar right there. You want to put it behind that thumb screw holding down your rear saddle so it does not affect your spring. And then you want to slide this back or wherever it's comfortable for you. And you're ready to go. Now, your machine's ready, it's bagged. You know, usually I take some athletic wrap for, you know, wrapping up muscles and stuff. If I have some, I'll show you. I don't have any right now, but I usually wrap up the grip. So, only thing you have to clean is the grip when you're done. Now, clip cord cover, always use one. Throw it on there, stick this out to the side so you have that little extra bit. Open up your bag from the back like so and get your clip cord in there. If I can get the daggone thing. No, I got it. Damn it. Fell out. Damn it. There you go. Now, if you want, you could take another rubber band and clip it right here, and it'll hold your bag and your clip cord bag together. Nothing will get in here. Now you just plug it up and make sure your volts is set correct or whatever. I'm not tattooing, I'm just gonna run it. Show you all. And there you go. And I was running that at 7.5, but it don't matter because I'm not putting it on skin. I hope this helped you all out there who, you know, are just now getting into this. They want to learn and, you know, haven't actually ran a machine on your skin. This right here, when I first learned that little TNT dynamite was the first thing I ever did with my first machine, and yeah, it's stupid and blah blah blah, but it's there. I'm never gonna cover it. It's a reminder of where you started in, you know, your hobby or what you want to possibly make your career. That to me is always a reminder of where I started. Not to mention my whole arm's covered now, my leg and all that. But never forget where you came from. I didn't always have a machine that I could build, or, you know, a nice machine like Kylan, or, you know, FK irons or anything like that. Everything, it took me a while to get where I'm at. A lot of investing. I'm going to show you real quick, just because. First machine ever tattooed with. This is the machine I learned how to assemble and did that TNT with. I keep it because it's sentimental. It's something I learned with. It's just always a reminder, you know, where you come from. These aren't used like really good for human skin. They're more for practice skin, fruits, stuff like that. But once you get the hang of it, you know how to tune it, you can run these things to tattoo skin, sure. I mean, it might not be the best, but you have something to start with. And don't ever let anybody knock your work. Your work is your work, and if you're proud of it and you take the time and you do it the way you like it, no matter the outcome, you will always be satisfied with your work. Not to mention, 90% of the time, you are your biggest critic. I'll go ahead and say that. A lot of people might say, yeah, that looks awesome, and you're beating yourself up. So, just wanted to touch bases with that, and, you know, how it all starts. I started a little bit like a year ago, okay? And it takes a lot of dedication and reading up and knowledge and playing with it and tuning them and taking them apart and putting them back together. I mean, dude, I used to do that shit for like 8 hours a day. Take that thing apart and try my best to get it to run the way I wanted. Another tool that will help a beginner will be this power supply, a Hurricane power supply. They're really good for beginners to help you because they tell you your duty cycle, your follow through, your settle, the speed of your machine, and the volts. I highly suggest it if you're beginning, so you can get your numbers to match up. And once you find a way you like your machine to run, you can always mimic tuning that by ear and feel once you know what it sounds and runs like, from matching all the numbers up and getting it to run the way you want. But that's for a later video. I hope you all enjoyed this. Please like, dislike, and smash that subscribe button for more tutorials and how-tos. And I'll probably do some time lapses and stuff. I have some big old back piece my girl wants of some angel wings. I'll vlog all that once we get into doing it this weekend, but this was just to replace the how to assemble a tattoo machine because it was just bad quality and a lot of moving and just cut off in the end. It was just a bad video. I'll delete it when I upload this, but I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, hit like, dislike, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd love to hear the feedback. You all have a great day, and tune in next time with TJ from Token Tats.